Welcome back to GCTV and welcome to yet another episode of The Day After as we overlook one of the most beautiful settings that you will ever see for show jumping in the world. We are here live still in Ramatuelle, Tropez, looking back at stage 5 of the Global Champions League. And we have two men, well a third actually, but two men that will be incredibly happy with their team performances. And Frederick de Backer is always happy. Eduardo Alvarez Aznar from Madrid in motion. Omar Karaevli from the Istanbul Warriors, powered by Carpe Diem. You guys are the stars, but I always give it to my guy first. GCL reaction, Frederick. Entertaining day. A lot of similarities, but a lot of differences as well. Some opening reactions, some thoughts on GCL Saint-Tropez?
It's bizarre. It looked as if the course was going to be too easy in round 1. Then he played out beautifully to set up round 2. Then round 2 was really exciting. It was whoever watched the live really got treated to some really good tension and sport. It was a good thriller.
Let's start. Eduardo, I imagine that overall you will be very happy with the team performance from Madrid in motion. Your thoughts on what took place yesterday?
Yeah, cannot be more happy. Both horses, they jumped very good. The team performed really good. And okay, we finished second. We took again the bracelet as leading team of the competition. So very pleased for yesterday. Although it was tough courses, no teams finished on clear, so the time was quite very important in the second round. But yeah, very happy with the result and how the whole team worked out.
Omar, you must be very happy with how the team is developing. We saw another top 6 finish, another double clear. You individually were superb, I imagine, as well. Very happy with the performance. What has the conversation been from the Istanbul Warriors overnight?
Sure. I mean, we are very happy about it. But okay, unfortunately, Abdel's horse and round was not what we have expected and what he have expected. Maybe just too careful, but generally we are on a good way. Yeah.
All right, well, let's show you how things ended firstly in Saint-Tropez. Remind you of the results. New York Empire, powered by Lugano Diamonds, eventually going on to get the victory on the weekend, making sure that they finish in second place, or ahead of rather, Madrid in motion in second place, and Paris Panthers with a very strong lineup and giving way of their championship lead. That now moves into the hands of Madrid in motion. What is the impact, though, of that weekend? As we see your top 3 again, Prague Lions, very good as well, and Shanghai Swans making a strong comeback after a difficult couple of weeks. And as we said, Istanbul Warriors, yet another top 6 finish for them, finishing ahead of Riesenbeck International, ahead of Stockholm Hearts. Two really strong teams, putting into perspective how strong a performance and how strong a finish that was from the Istanbul Warriors. Elimination, unfortunately, for Riyadh Blue, Monaco and Cannes both really struggling. And Saint-Tropez Pirates, disappointment for the home team, 24 penalties to finish further down the leaderboard. What is the impact on the overall standings? As Eduardo said, new championship leaders in Madrid in motion. They will be absolutely delighted, although it is still very tight. Let's show you how it looks now as we wrap up Saint-Tropez and move towards Cannes, because it does mean that there is very little room. Hey, Eduardo, just 2 points. That means you have nothing to take to Cannes, right?
No, exactly.
Very little to take.
It's all very tight. We have to keep going the same and try to do another podium. And I think we have a strong team this year and good horses. So I think we can fight to be in the podium at the end of the season.
Paris Panthers stepping down, Riesenbeck International, Frederick losing ground again. It's been, we don't want to call it the blip because it's not, but there's a little bit of ground that's being given away week by week here, isn't it?
Well,
not so much?
I don't know.
Am I being harsh?
I think so. There can only be 3 teams on the podium. So there's always a team that sits right next to the podium. I think now that was Riesenbeck International. I don't think we will, at the end of the season, we will not talk for Riesenbeck International about this stage in Saint-Tropez. 8 penalties, had to make a late horse change. Manage the damage, control the damage. I don't think it was a harsh weekend for Riesenbeck.
Okay. Omar, talk to us about being first out the gate. It's very difficult. It's easier when you are later to come. You watch a lot of teams go. Maybe you change strategy. What was the conversation with you, with the team, before the event started? How did you want to approach what took place in round 1?
I mean, sure, round 1 you start and for sure in the beginning you just want to jump 2 clear rounds. That's quite simple because first of all we are in the beginning. There is not so much way to risk, but we should not forget these rounds are not made to ride too slow and too careful. So how if you do too careful with your horses, you will overuse energy and power, and that will cause you at the end of the class even more trouble. So you have to find a balance. But I think we managed that quite well the first round, which we just did a safe 2 clear rounds. But generally, like I said, first round we try only to do clear. But the second round, I find, even with faults, as we see now after 5 stages, it's very, very crucial to be able to ride a really fluent round.
Would you have been more aggressive if you came out later, you think, when you started watching the time become more important?
You know, everybody knows his horse, and you are as far as as a combination. I know my horse. I watched the rounds enough. I could do 63, not lower. 63, 64 was
Then you're talking round 2.
round 2.
Round two, yeah.
Round 2. Sure. Round 2, 63, 64 would be very doable for my horse. But I would not try to get a 60, because then you over-open and overturn and lose the balance. The arena is not so easy because it's downhill, it's small, the jumps are big and very delicate. So, I mean, after the round 1, in round 2, I think the time is very important. But in round 1, I would not
Well, I just wonder, if you look at how round 1 played out, first team goes in, you guys go double clear. Valkenswaard go in, jump double clear. From then on, no team jumps double clear. But those first 2 teams are also both the slowest teams from round 1. So my question, not to you, but to you, do teams then come in thinking, hey, wait a minute, if Istanbul Warriors, but powered by Carpe Diem go clear and Valkenswaard go clear, no top teams in the championship, hey, this is doable, so they ride with a bit more pace. Is that the case? Because it's remarkable that only the first 2 teams jump clear.